Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your news edition. These are the headlines. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, receives Farah Sheikh Abdul Qadir Mohammed, the special envoy of the President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, who handed him a letter. Tasked by the President of the Republic, Prime Minister Sifi Gharieb chairs in Jama' al-Jazair the closing ceremony of the 21st edition of Algeria's international contest of Quran memorizing and reciting. Army General Saeed Chingriha follows the launching operation of the satellite Alsat-3A at the Jiuquan launching base northwestern China. The expansion works of the port of Annaba are ongoing with the mining dock and the breakwater to increase the export of phosphate resources. The filming of a new sitcom starts in Oran, a comedy produced by EPTV and will be broadcast during the month of Ramadan. Welcome back. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, received on Thursday Farah Sheikh Abdul Qadir Mohammed, the special envoy and message carrier of the President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, Minister of Education and Higher Education, as well as the delegation accompanying him. The audience was held in the presence of the Cabinet Director at the Presidency of the Republic, Boualem, the Advisor of the President of the Republic in charge of Diplomatic Affairs, Ammar Abba, and the Minister of National Education, Mohammed Sagher Saadawi. After the audience, the special envoy of the President of the Republic of Somalia, Farah Sheikh Abdul Qadir Mohammed, affirmed that the letter sent by the Somali President includes the gratitude of the Republic of Somalia for Algeria's role in defending the African and Arab causes and the recognition of Algeria's support to unity and sovereignty of Somalia. We'll listen.
التقيت اليوم فخامة الرئيس الجمهورية الجزائرية الديمقراطية الشعبية الرئيس عبد المجيد.
I met today with the President of the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, Abdelmajid Tebboune. May God protect him. I conveyed to him a letter from the President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, Dr. Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, in which he expressed his gratitude to Algeria for its leading role in supporting just African and Arab causes. The letter also conveyed Somalia's appreciation for Algeria's steadfast positions in support of Somalia's unity, sovereignty, and territorial integrity, as these are essential to the security of Africa and the Arab world. It reaffirmed Algeria's rejection of any attempts to undermine Somalia's unity, particularly the unilateral and sinister moves by the Zionist entity in recognizing certain territories in northern Somalia. Such actions constitute a clear violation of international law and the resolutions of the International Charter.
سلطات الاحتلال الإسرائيلي من خلال ما سمته بالاعتراف ببعض أقاليم شمال الصومال. وهذا انتهاك صريح.
The message also addressed regional policies and interference, beginning with the actions of the United Arab Emirates, which are practices that could harm Somalia's unity and fuel separatist tendencies, posing a direct threat to security, stability, and unity in both the African and Arab spheres.
الإمارات العربية المتحدة من ممارسات تسهم في تقويض وحدة الصومال وتغذية النزاعات الانفصالية بما يشكل تهديدا مباشرا للأمن والاستقرار والوحدة في الفضائين الإفريقي والعربي على حد سواء.
The special envoy of the Somali president affirmed that the audience is a follow-up of the conclusions of the visit of the Somali president to Algeria. We'll listen.
ومن جانبه جدد فخامة الرئيس عبد المجيد تبون.
For his part, President Abdelmajid Tebboune reiterated Algeria's unwavering position in support of the Federal Republic of Somalia and its defense of its unity and sovereignty and the security of its territory. He affirmed Algeria's rejection of so-called secessionist claims and of the recognition by the Zionist entity of part of Somali territory, while expressing support for Somalia's efforts to strengthen security and stability in Africa and the Arab world. This meeting took place within the framework of follow-up to the outcomes of the recent presidential visit to Algeria by Dr. Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud. That visit resulted in several points of convergence and political agreements, confirming the depth of relations between the two brotherly countries, which are keen to strengthen coordination and continuous consultation. Emphasis was placed on the importance of unifying African and Arab positions and consolidating joint coordination within regional and international frameworks in order to confront current challenges, while rejecting any foreign interference that could undermine the sovereignty of states and the unity of their territories.
أراضيها وشكرا لكم.
Tasked by the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, Prime Minister Sifi Riyab chaired in Jama' al-Jazair the closing ceremony of the 21st edition of Algeria's international contest of Quran memorizing and reciting, in which 52 nations took part. 20 participants qualified to the final phase. The contest was marked by a pious atmosphere with a high level in reciting, which reflects the importance that Algeria attaches to Quran values. The first 3 laureates were awarded prizes. The ceremony was attended by members of the government, representatives of the diplomatic corps accredited to Algeria, and religious figures. Abdurrahman Faisal Mohammed Qaid from Yemen was ranked first. Abdel Wadud bin Sdira from Algeria finished at the 2nd position, and Najib bin Sliman from Libya secured the 3rd. As part of the consolidation and development of national capacities in the field of satellite surveillance and in implementation of the partnership between the Algerian Space Agency ASAL and the China Aerospace Science and Technology Company, Army General Said Chengriha, Minister Delegate to the Minister of National Defense, Chief of Staff of the People's National Army, supervised on Thursday at 5:01 a.m. local time at the Satellite Remote Sensing Station the launch operation of the satellite Alsat 3A from the Jiuquan base in northwestern China. Melissa Kabash with the details.
After the welcoming ceremony hosted by Major General Commander of the 1st Military Region, in the presence of heads of departments and central directors of the Ministry of National Defense and the General Staff of the People's National Army, alongside the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Algeria, the Director General of ASAL, and the Defense Attaché at the Chinese Embassy in Algiers, Army General Said Chengriha, Minister Delegate to the Minister of National Defense, Chief of Staff of the People's National Army, followed presentations and received explanations. The launch of the Alsat 3A satellite, which took place at 5:01 a.m. Algerian time, 12:01 p.m. Chinese time, was successfully completed. It will enable our country to acquire additional data through very high-resolution satellite capabilities dedicated to observation and to strengthen our system in the field of geospatial intelligence and value-added geospatial information, including cartography and digital terrain models. It is worth recalling that Algeria launched its first Earth observation satellite, Alsat-1, in 2002, followed by the launch of Alsat-2A and Alsat-2B in 2010 and 2016. The launch of this new satellite, to which Algerian experts contributed, represents a new achievement that reinforces the country's geospatial capabilities in this field and confirms the efforts made by the Algerian state with a view to mastering space technologies. At the end, Army General Said Changreha, Minister Delegate to the Ministry of National Defense, Chief of Staff of the People's National Army, signed the Golden Register of the Remote Sensing Ground Station.
Regarding fake news shared by some media outlets regarding the restriction of hunting activities starting from mid-January, the Office of the Prime Minister affirms that the 2025-2026 hunting season is open since the 1st of December 2025 and that the planning of the hunting season depends on the counts of the prey and the provinces. The Traffic Code draft law was presented at the Council of the Nation during a plenary session chaired by the President of the Council of the Nation, Azouz Nasri, with the presence of the Minister of the Relations with the Parliament. The Minister of Interior, Local Authorities and Transport answered the questions of the members of the Council, followed by debates on the articles of the text of the law that aims at reinforcing the road security and organized traffic in the country. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, National Community Abroad and African Affairs announced the launching of a new service that allows Algerians born abroad and living in Algeria to file their registration and rectification of civil records at the level of municipalities, making the administrative procedures easier for citizens. A third plane, Airbus A330-900 Neo type, was received at the Houari Boumediene International Airport as part of the renewal and expand of the Air Algérie fleet. The 300-seat plane was named Yenair and will be used in long-distance flights. A strategic port extension project is taking shape in Annaba, with new facilities expected to enhance mineral exports and reinforce Algeria's position in regional logistics. Basma Far with the details.
Algeria is set to become a key regional and continental logistics hub. The expansion of Annaba's phosphate port is driving this transformation. Once completed, the project will boost the country's mining sector.
This project represents a solid foundation for strengthening port infrastructure. It includes a quay extending over 1,600 linear meters. The facility will be able to accommodate 5 large-capacity vessels with loading capacities reaching up to 80 tons.
The works are being carried out in line with international standards and requirements to protect the quay and port installations from waves and sea conditions. Breakwaters are being constructed in parallel.
This project represents a solid foundation for strengthening port infrastructure. It includes a quay extending over 1,600 linear meters. The facility will be able to accommodate 5 large-capacity vessels with loading capacities reaching up to 80 tons.
This strategic project is expected to strengthen the port capacities of Annaba and confirm its strategic role in the country's economic development.
In Morocco, growing social distress is exposing the limits of state policies as marginalized communities say they have been left to face hardship alone. Basma Farah.
In Morocco, the image promoted by those in power is fading day after day. A reality is emerging, one of social failures and unmet economic promises. Entire cities, residents say, have been pushed to the margins, a population that no longer believes in official narratives.
كرفصنا فيها بزاف راه لما دخل علينا الديور ديال المحامد كله الخنزة المحامد دخل علينا.
We are living in miserable conditions. Water seeps into our homes. Our belongings are damaged. We are forced into the streets with our mattresses. No one has asked about us. No authority has intervened. We have lived here for 30 years and no one has ever cared about our fate.
وما سولش فينا شي حد وما قلبش علينا شي حد. فينا هما هاد الناس برنا ولادنا 30 عام وحنا ساكنين. ولكن شكون اللي
We
بيسول
are
فيه؟
addressing this message to those responsible. People are abandoned. They have nowhere to sleep. If officials truly visited residents, they would see the reality for themselves. God alone knows their suffering. We have no other refuge but God.
هنايا كيجي الواد الله الا انا كيدخلوا لي الحشرات العقارب.
When the river overflows, insects, scorpions and snakes invade our homes. We have endured this for years. Flood water destroyed everything. We do not know where to go.
من هنا دخل علينا من هنا ما عرفناش حنا فين غنمشوا.
الله يرحم الوالدين وانتم كتشوفوا الحلال اللي ما فيها ما تشوف.
Look at the conditions we live in. The price of firewood keeps rising and nothing is done to stop it. We will die of cold and then of hunger.
طور متنابر البرد ما عندها ما فين نمشيو كنموتوا بالبرد صافي.
وحنا الحاله ضعيفه ما كاين باش نخدم لا والو.
Our situation is disastrous. There is no work, no means for survival. I have 7 daughters and God knows how we manage to live.
A daily reality for many families marked by cold, poverty and uncertainty, waiting for action, still waiting to be heard.
A new comedy series called Amimisum GPT is being filmed in Iran and will air during the blessed month of Ramadan. The show, produced by the national television station, tackles social issues and daily life with humor. Details with Melissa Kabesh.
A new comedy series titled Amimisum GPT is currently in production. The filming is taking place in Iran with the Algerian television station leading the project alongside many talented regional artists.
سيتكوم اجتماعي يعالج قضايا الساعه.
This is a social sitcom that deals with current topics, social networks, and everything we experience daily. We hope this work will please the viewers. I'd also like to take this opportunity to wish everyone a blessed Ramadan. We grew up at this Oran station and the atmosphere here is like family. We are working with true professionals. I am very confident about the success of this project.
كما راكم تشوفوا يعني اجواء عائليه حميميه يعني وان شاء الله باذن الله انا متفائل خير بهذا المشروع.
The general director of the EPTV officially launched the filming, marking the start of what expected to be a popular show that humorously explores social phenomena.
وبه ان شاء الله يفوت في شهر رمضان.
This work, whose roles are played by well-known artists in the region, will be broadcast during the month of Ramadan. It will address a social phenomenon, namely the impact of social networks. I hope the viewers will enjoy it.
الفنانين تاع وهرنا هنا وان شاء الله نكونوا موفقين في عملنا وخلاص.
خالص التحيه والتقدير لكل المبدعين في ولاية وهران وخالص التحية والتقدير لكل.
I would like to express my gratitude to all the artists and to my colleagues at the Oran regional station who work day and night so that this beautiful project can come to life. We have observed that the work is progressing at an encouraging pace. We invite the Algerian television audience to follow this series.
وأيضا خالص التحية والتقدير العاملين في هذا العمل وإن شاء الله نقولوا لمشاهدي التلفزيون الجزائري أو نضرب لهم موعدا مع باكورة أخرى من باكورات الإبداع الوهراني إن شاء الله.
This production spanning at least 15 episodes will be broadcast on national channels throughout the blessed month of Ramadan.
And with this, we come to the end of our edition. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Have a good night.